Jason's not is it Jaime in Spanish? Yeah. What is? Do you know what it is, Jason? I think maybe it is Jaime.
They just pronounce it like Jason.
Hold on, let me.
I thought Jaime was like James. Or James.
Yeah,
I worked with a guy named Jaime, and I think it was James if you translated it. It seems like that's what he said, but that was years ago.
I want to play this all night. Be warned.
Oh, dude, there's nothing better than a good mariachi band.
Where's Allende? Where's Allende when you need him?
Right? Right? We need Rusty to translate this shit.
So where were you guys last night?
Oh, I wasn't out.
I could find you.
I haven't been out in a couple days.
We did some races last night.
You did some?
But
everyone I saw on there, I forgot. Like, you know, I was like, oh, this guy.
Well, it wasn't a playlist.
PS4 stuff.
It was like a 15-20 minute endurance. Then we took a 10-minute break, and then we relaunched a new race, did another endurance, and then took a 10-minute break. So it wasn't really a playlist. It was just a race after a race after a race.
Yeah, it wasn't letting me join on any of you guys.
Oh, that's weird.
It's all screwed up, man. You pretty much gotta join.
I got in kind of late too, so maybe I.
There was only, even if you did miss the start and you joined in halfway and spectated, you would have been sitting there for 15 minutes, and then there's no race afterwards because we all went back to free mode, took a 10-minute break, and then Jason relaunched the next race.
And since I can't hear you guys while you're racing, you guys wouldn't have been able to tell me like, oh, we just started, we're gonna be doing this shit.
Yeah, you'd have been sitting there for like.
You got no way of knowing how many laps it is. You know.
Exactly.
Well,
you'd have been sitting there for 10 minutes.
You said they were going to be long races. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why we can't. Seems like that's.
I don't know why we can't have bookmarks of other people's races. That would be really cool if I could play other people's creations. You know, I mean, I know it's a crazy concept, but wouldn't that be cool?
Well, we're on day 8. I'm putting X's into the wall.
10.
Oh, it was it's right, it's Thursday.
It was Tuesday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday last week, and today's Thursday. I was
day 9, big reset.
I'm still lost in yesterday.
Infrastructure's breaking down.
Yeah, they got an emergency. That's what they told Teddy. They got a team working on a whole team, working in shifts.
Is Yama or anybody on?
Knucklehead's here. He's
Knucklehead's here.
Yeah. Well, we were all in the same lobby. That's it on my list. Yeah, everybody's
on the game too.
PS4. Yeah, everyone I see is either on a different game or PS4.
Yeah.
As far as racers go.
Yep.
Fumbles was on, but he was in a different lobby.
All right, well, I'll turn the timer on unless somebody needs more time. We'll launch here in a second. Well, in 81 of them.
That was random.
I don't know. For the sake of having more people, should we let him stay?
Might as well. Can you...
He's a 708. He might be, it's 50-50. At least it's a legit account. Nobody mods their account to get to level 708.
He's got a relatively average, legit-looking little profile. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Let him stay. If he decides to stay for the next 30 seconds while sitting on call, yeah, why not?
So I got a question. If these guys mod their account and they're a level 8,000, do they have all the perks of being over 100 when this guy's probably some level?
Oh yeah, they usually have every single vehicle, every single business, every single article of clothing,
holy shit.
Every weapon, everything's unlocked. Yeah, everything is unlocked, and I always swapped one for another. And a lot of them have, there's a couple of little perks, or cheats. they're called fast run. It allows you to run faster than the normal legit player. Take a clip out, you put a new clip in, and it's kind of cock it and shoot. Apparently there's a glitch where it's quicker.
Pick what you like here.
But they're stuck in a level 8,000 forever. They do.
Oh yeah. There's no.
Nothing says I
But
cheated,
they
level
paid for that
8,000.
account to get that. Yeah, they don't care at that point. They've got everything. Level means nothing.
Oh yeah, level means nothing, and they'll usually have an infinite amount of. But it's funny. Then you'll go look at their race record, and they got maybe like 20 races.
Yeah.
Because they just do all the cheats to get their rank, and every weapon, every business, every available garage, apartments, you name it. Everything it's got, and usually it's a little bit more. And you'll look at the KDs, and it's like, several hundred or higher. I've seen KDs where it says it's like over 1 million.
Yeah.
I've even seen ones where they're negative, like negative 2,000. You're like, fuck, dude.
Probably what mine is.
What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, I've seen some wacky shit over the years.
Oh, Jason.
Almost made it through there.
But now I've been seeing a lot of accounts where they're like an average rank, but you'll look at their clothing or you'll look at their KDs and they're just outrageous.
So how did they even learn that shit? Just YouTube video?
They buy them.
On YouTube?
They're
No,
buying
they buy 'em.
it. Somebody's modded that account and they buy it.
Yeah, some of the mods, and there's websites you can go to and buy full on mod accounts. Send them your credit card number, and they'll give you the PSN password, and you load it up. Boom, there it is.
We had a local guy a couple of years back. I guess it's been about 4 years now. He was called McSkillet, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean.
Oh, shit.
But he was some kind of like account modding guy, and so
Sorry, guys.
somebody shut his ass down. He couldn't fucking do that shit anymore, and so he went on a big fucking crybaby huffing fucking rampage in his McLaren whatever the fuck car he had, and he drove the wrong way down the freeway until he finally hit someone head on purpose, burst into flames. He died, and he killed a mother and daughter right here in San Diego. Yeah, his name was McSkillet. There's probably some sort of YouTube story on that fucker. But he took out a mother and daughter. It was the most horrible thing. It was like at rush hour too, so there was like a big fire and shit on the 5 freeway, tying up traffic and shit. And then when he found out what it was all about, it was like, oh my god, that's so fucking heinous. All because he was modding people's accounts, and then someone cut off the fucking supply, and he was done. But he made so much money doing it. He bought a fucking McLaren, and who knows what kind of nice house or apartment he was living in at the time. Yeah, probably had that McLaren, but didn't have a house.
I could probably live pretty comfortably in a McLaren. I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I had a McLaren, I'd still buy a house and a fucking cool-ass fucking street rod or something. Wouldn't be a fucking castle, but it would be something that would work for me.
You know, it goes faster than a castle. On McLaren.
Yeah, the castle's got better battery.
Yeah, definitely.
They're a bigger fridge. A nicer bed.
Well, you can't take a chick from your castle.
Cheap.
Well, okay, you can't take the castle out of the town and take a chick.
No, you gotta bring the chicks to the castle.
Yeah, I'm thinking dukescastle.com.
All you gotta do is stand up on one of those walls, and fucking pull your junk out, and the other stop or they won't. It's a 50-50.
They have one of them. They have red light windows and standing. What is that? Amsterdam or whatever. The red light district.
The red light
Shit, are just on display. I'm sure if I hang out there and wag my junk, Terminal stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And since you're
What
California,
the
they
hell
don't says
happened?
anything. Just say you're having like your own personal pride parade or something.
Yeah.
Said his name was Nick Skillet.
Yeah, mixed skillet, I guess. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm like 90% sure.
Oh yeah, he's still got a YouTube channel.
He has or had?
He hasn't uploaded anything in a couple years, but he has.
You'd think if you're dead and some YouTube finds out, they'd be like, well, close that one out.
Well, they probably still make money because they can advertise if people watch his videos.
Yeah, God.
Wow, your shit's still making money when you're dead.
Now it's making
I guess
YouTube
that's weird.
money.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
making YouTube.
Yeah, I should have the story on that fucker somewhere.
Yeah, I'm looking.
32, nice slab, Jason.
Thank you. Yeah, Trevor J. Heitman, better known as McSkillet, American gaming YouTuber, videos.
I think modern
Passed
people.
away on August 23rd, 2018, due to a suicide car crash in which he took his own life, and 2 others. Jesus.
Yeah, it was a mother and a daughter coming back from the mall or something.
Fuck, that's horrible, man.
You know what? You know, you're so fucking bent out of shape that your fucking business crashed. Fucking, okay, jump off the bridge or whatever, you know, you're fucking your parents in that case. But, you know, everyone who loves you, whatever. But don't fucking take someone else out, man. Just, that is the ultimate dick fucking move right there.
Yeah.
Fucking punk. But, oh well. At least he ended himself, and he's not going to be in the courts forever about it. A little bit of closure. Because that was like horrible, man. And then poof, gone, forgotten. Within a week, no one even talks about it anymore.
All right, we got 50 seconds, guys. Smoke them if you got them. We'll be old school sports, Tropos Omnis.
Yeah.
Both the family of the victims and the dude's family sued the city of San Diego.
How is
Of
it
course,
their fault?
because it's San Diego's fault. Anyone in California is like, oh, a chance to sue somebody? Fuck yeah.
I guess because he did some. It says he did some pretty crazy shit like the day or 2 before, and they just didn't do anything about it. Let's see. They claim that the county and city of San Diego was negligent in the day leading up to the crash, as the San Diego County Psychiatric Emergency Response Team responded to a call claiming Skillet was screaming, paranoid, and delusional. Yeah,
Well,
he got
I guess,
psyche out, and
I got a story on that for myself.
it's fucked.
Yep, I got stabbed by a psycho that wasn't handled well by the hospital. So I got stabbed in a waiting room at the hospital.
Oh.
He sued the hospital. Sued the hospital for
That
$250,000, and after everyone took a bite out of my settlement, I got $68,000.
Holy shit. And a hole in your side, or at least a scar.
Oh, I got fucking scar from my neck to below my belly button. I've got stab wounds in my side, my trunk, and the side of my chin.
How many times did he stab you?
Strings and shit. Stabbed me 5 times, but then they did exploratory surgery on me, like a year before they started doing it, like ultrasound-wise, and they wouldn't have had to like cut me open to find out what was wrong. So, I only had gotten stabbed like a year later, and then so the exploratory scar plus all the chest tube drains and shit. I got all kinds of fucking scars, man.
God damn.
But, yeah. I got a minivan and my pool remodeled out of it. Went snowboarding. We got a new snowboard and a fucking mountain bike out of it. That was 20 years ago. April 11th, 1999. Yeah, the fucking lawyer. Yeah, all that little fine print the lawyer tells you. It's like, oh, we're gonna take 20% out of your fucking winnings, whatever they are, if they win. And then, but you don't read those like, oh, if it goes on past 6 months, then we're gonna be taking, doing more work. So we're gonna take 30%, then 40%. So, yeah, they gotta take 40%. Plus, any medical bills you have and shit from that, even though you have medical insurance. They're like, oh yeah, well, you got a settlement? Oh, we're jumping in on that. You can win that shit back for us too. And so like I had to pay back for the surgeries and shit I had done on me and all that stuff. That was paid for out of my settlement. Once I got it. It was fucked up, man. Everyone was like, dude, you spilled coffee on yourself at McDonald's, man. You get like $1 million or whatever. You're gonna get so much money. And I was like, dude, I was looking at fucking cars, man. New cool cars and shit. Like, who knows? Maybe a second house. I was good on that shit.
You didn't fucking die, dude.
Yeah. Oh well, I still got the minivan after 21 years. Yeah.
Fat wound van.
The stabbing wagon. It's the
stabbing wagon.
That's right.
Call me Cap instead.
That's right. All your children were conceived in the back of it, right?
Well, I worked on a few. Yeah. Actually, I had a girlfriend before my current wife when I got that. Oh, that was good. That minivan was when I learned that's when I learned that I really like being out in the desert. But the minivan investment was not the best choice for the desert. Lesson learned. Only took like 19 more years before I got a Jeep and I was going to start doing it right. Yeah, fucking skillet, man. That shit. I wonder, did it say if they won the lawsuit against the city? Wouldn't surprise me. They're like, oh yeah, they got $18 million. They split it up between them. And that's why all the taxes we signed away to pay for getting potholes fixed and shit. Didn't actually get paid. The city paid it out to McSkillet's family for raising a shithead. Opportunities. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, the guy that stabbed me, he'd already been seen by the doctor. It was at an urgent care, but they're not a fucking, they're not a mental health care facility. So, they didn't like check to see if he had any weapons on him or even ask, I guess. So, they were like, hey, you know what, we're gonna call, the bunny farm for you and just hang tight in the waiting room while they come and get you. So that's when he hung out with his family for a little while, and I was asleep. I was sitting there in the sleep. My wife was being seen, and I've been doing fiberglass work and shit all day, so I was fucking tired, and it was a Sunday night, and I was asleep in the fucking chair. And then, you want to hear something funny? Like, in the middle of my dream, suddenly, like, there's like a commotion, and people are like, it sounded like they're in awe, or they're bothered by something, like there's a big like collective like shocking gasp or something, like in my dream or whatever I was fucking dreaming about. And I was like, what? Huh? And I woke up, and the first thing I thought, they were all looking at me. They're all getting up out of their chairs, and they're all looking at me. And there's one dude standing next to me, these bloodshot eyes, and everyone's like looking at me. So I was asleep. So first thing I was thinking was like, did I just fucking like rip a really gnarly fart or something in my sleep, and like just all these people are just like blown away by it or something? Like, what else did I do in my sleep that would make this whole group of people like look at me, like, because they weren't looking at me with a smile on their face. They were pissed. But I was fucking asleep, so like, so like in the 2 seconds I had, I was thinking that, like, I farted or something. And then this guy standing next to me, he's got these fucking glazed over, like, red eyes. And I'm
You were
like,
doing so good, Jason.
and he's standing there with a knife, and I'm like, and I go to the guy, I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm gonna kill you. And just as the word "what" was coming out of my mouth, he fucking stabbed me in the chest. And then I rolled out of the chair and like started kicking up at him, trying to scooch away on the ground before I could get up and run, right? And this other guy was standing next to him, which turned out to be like brother-in-law or something. And so that guy tried to pull him off me, but like the guy's waving the knife around and shit, and you know.
What was his reason? Did you ever figure out what his reason was?
Yeah, so this guy was being seen because like he was all paranoid and fucking make it. So he was all paranoid that like someone was watching him. His wife was cheating on him. Someone was spying on him. Someone was shining like red lasers at him and stuff. And so he was going around the house and covering like lipstick with tinfoil. He's covering shit up with tinfoil because he thought everything was bugged. And so it turns out this guy was like a computer programmer, dude. And he was a meth addict. He was hooked on like meth or something. And it was just turned out it was some Filipino dude too. So who wasn't even a U.S. citizen.
Oh,
so he would have been sent back to the Philippines. But
nice win, drunk.
I stabbed his ass and he died, and so that took care of him. But he thought. Well, I got the knife after he got me 5 times, and I thought I was just going to take that fucker with me. I got his knife, and I'm missing like maybe 10 seconds of my life. It just doesn't exist. All these years, I have never been able to come up with exactly a memory of doing it. But I remember, like, he cornered me. I thought I was going into like a stairwell, and so I tried to open this big-looking door, and it was locked. And that's when he caught me and stabbed me in the side. And that was the 5th time, right? Like, he got me so many times. I'm dead. He got me because like he whispered something in my ear. I don't remember that. I just remember thinking, okay, this is it. Like this is my only chance to try and like wrestle this guy. Up until that point, I've been like trying to run away from him, throw chairs at him, and like hold him off like a lion tamer, you know, with a chair and shit. Except all the fucking chairs are connected to each other.
Nobody is trying to stop this?
Yeah, people were just watching this go down.
So it was a Sunday night. It was me against the wall. And it was his family kind of in the middle area where tables. It was a Sunday night, so it was just his family in there. And then me, I was asleep. That was it. So his family bailed outside because he had kids with him, and she was a Filipino family, kind of big, and they bailed out front. And I ran to the front door, thinking the door might open out, and like threw myself against the door to try to bail away from him because the other guy that was with him just held him back. I got to my feet and started running. And the fucking door just boom! I hit the door. I was like, "Fuck!" And then I ran around the other way, trying to keep some distance on him. And anyways, I ended up jumping over the secretary's counter or the receptionist counter, and then that's when I had to lift up finally one chair, except it's a big fucking roll around, heavy ass secretary chair, and I threw that at him. Like I skidded it across the counter at him, and that wasn't
trophy
much.
trucks here,
didn't
guys.
do much. Yeah. So, anyways, there were like 3 doors behind me. So I was by the middle door, so I went through that. It was unlocked, so I went through that, and then I threw my back against it, you know, to hold it shut. And while I looked like at where I was going to go, and then I noticed there's another door right next to me, and he's going to come through that fucking door. So the door I went through was for like the receptionist, but there's another door on the end, like 6 feet away, for the patients to come through, and I'd been there before, so I knew he was going to come through that. So that's when I bailed and ran for the back door. But yeah, as I ran for that, I heard him come in behind me, and he caught me at this big door I thought was going to lead to like a stairwell. But so when I got behind the wall from the secretaries and shit, I thought there'd be doctors and people back there. There weren't. Like lights are down low, and that was the half. I went through the wrong door. That was the half where it was unoccupied for the day because it was a Sunday night. So my wife was being seen on the half next to it. And that's where all the doctors and help would have been. Don't know where security was like on the other side of the parking lot, probably. It was the day before smartphone, or the time before smartphones, so like he wasn't on his smartphone at the time, but he was probably jerking off or having a beer or something. But no security cameras either. Not back then. So, no like replay of what went down or anything like that. But yeah. Meanwhile, my first wife was in there being seen. So she hears a commotion. You know, there's a commotion. She heard someone stabbing somebody. So, anyways, I went back into the office. So they'd come out into the waiting room, but I'd gone back next to where they were. And they didn't know what was going on. They just heard, you know, the receptionist went back there to report on what was going on. But she wasn't specific as to who had the knife and who was getting stabbed. So long story short, once that guy cornered me, and I thought I was dead, you know, I was going to die for sure. Like that, you know, I thought I still had a chance up until that one. That one, I thought, oh, that's it, I'm dead. So that's when somehow there I am on the floor. There's two ankles like above my forehead, like coming into view. I can see like this dude's laying on his back, on my back, and his ankles are like right in front, you know, hanging over my face and above my head. And right in front of me on the carpet is the knife. I'm like, okay, and I grabbed the knife. I ran my thumb across it because that's what I do to see how sharp shit is. I always thought that was kind of funny because in the shop I'm always checking how sharp shit is before I use it. And so I ran my thumb across it, and that was a sharp fucking buck knife. And I rolled over, and I got him right in the stomach. I just plunged that thing, and I pulled it like 3 inches. And then I pulled it out again to stab him in the fucking femoral artery. I was going to get the inside of his thigh. And that's when someone came out of the hallway and went, drop the knife! You know, and then I dropped the knife. I was like, here's the cavalry, everything's good. I dropped the knife, and then he puts me in a fucking chokehold after I dropped the knife, and that's when I passed out again. Came to on a gurney with my guts like kind of poking out through my thing. And the dude I stabbed, he got the first ambulance out. So, yeah. So I heard late, you know, after that, like after I came to, after my surgery and shit at a different hospital, I found out he died at midnight that night. From too much blood. I cut his femoral, not his femoral artery. Oh shit, I fell through the fucking top of the track. I ended up on top of the track. So all that happened. And it was like 1.5 years of just court bullshit before I ever saw any money for my pain. Might have been 2 years.
Oh gosh. What a fucking story, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah,
you did die. You must have lost a bunch of blood, too.
I did. In fact, so on the ambulance ride, man, they were hauling ass down the freeway, you know, siren blaring, my wife next to me, and I'm thinking, fuck, never got to be a dad, never got to start my business. You know, I was working on starting my own business since my job was a shit-paying business anyway, but I figured I'd maybe make the same shit money, but be my own boss, work from home, you know, and maybe at least enjoy my day a little bit if I'm not going to have, you know, decent money. But I never got to do that, you know. So I was having all these regrets in the ambulance, and then he had cut the pericardial sac or whatever in my heart's in, so I was getting like or not my sac, my lung, whatever sac there is that your lungs are in, so that my lungs were starting to fill with blood on one side, so my lungs didn't expand again. And so I was it was getting hard to breathe, you know. So it was like in all the war movies when the guys, you know, he's saying his last words, you know, before Kowalski fucking finally dies, you know. Gotta say his last shit. So I'm saying all this shit to my wife. And yeah, so I had one of those, you know, surreal moments like this. This is it, man. This is how I'm gonna go. And, yeah, so I'm lucky to be alive. I'm on my second life now. I don't know how many I'm gonna get, but this one I'm trying to enjoy. As I am right now, and it's fun too. You know, that's why I hang out with you guys.
Right on. Yeah, I never knew that story, Duke. That's a hell of a story. It's not one you'd forget.
Yeah, it's one of the few I have to tell. Really. I don't have any. I'm not like fucking.
That's enough, man.
Carl's Mr. fucking
Holy
story
fuck.
guy.
Oh.
Carl's got the fucking stories, man. Endless
Yeah,
supply.
but Carl hasn't been stabbed by a Filipino man. I mean, I don't think
No,
so.
yeah.
Right.
Not that he's told us.
So he was just nuts and off his rocker and thought you were the boogeyman in the moment? Is that his
He thought I was
reason, you think?
So according to some statement made by not his wife, because it's weird, his brother-in-law was there, but not his wife, his girlfriend was there, because he was living with his girlfriend. His girlfriend's the one that called his family. God, I'm making all these races by like a tenth of a second.
Keep him
Yeah,
talking,
it's just a weird
guys.
kind of family system. He had two twin, like 10-year-old sons who would be like 20 to 30 years old. I'm not sure. So that was sad, man. I took their dad from them. You know,
Well,
if I could do
he
it
tried
again,
to kill you, dude.
you know.
It
Hell
was
yeah,
him
that's
or
what it
you,
is.
so
Right, exactly. And at the time, he had already, as far as I was concerned, he had killed me. I was just breathing. I was still breathing and still thinking. So I was going to make sure that my last act was to take that fucker with me. You know that DJ on here that's, says, oh, make sure you take that motherfucking nigga with you. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is exactly how it is. If you can,
Yeah.
So on that day, I fucking took him with me. But I survived. He didn't.
suppose you
Didn't
didn't get
want
charged
no
with
shit.
murders
Didn't
if you're in
start no
California.
So, I got interviewed by the cops, once I came out of surgery and I was awake and shit, like the next day. And I even got interviewed by the local news, too. Pissed off my wife, because my wife already shot down one local news, but then the other ones got through to me on the phone. I'm like, yeah, come on up. I'm like dorked out on fucking morphine and shit. Yeah, come on up, man. I'll talk to the news lady, sure. So, lost track of what I was going to say. Anyways, yeah, all that happened.
Wow. I have nothing else to say but wow. God damn is right.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I smell roses, man. I enjoy sunsets.
Well, there you go.
Shit, dude, that's gotta...
Wasn't meant to be your day.
Well, that wasn't my day.
That wasn't meant to be it.
I'm going to drop dead of just being fat now.
Well, you know what? You got 20 years extra at least every day.
Hell yeah, and a kid. I got a kid, and I did start my business. I did it for a while.
Well, there you go. Fuck yeah.
And so I did all that shit too, man. Bought another house, bought the money pit of the century, fucking lost my ass on that for 13 years straight, and I finally sold it and bought a Jeep and moved in with my dad. Here I am. Biffed us.
Biftas, everybody, in case you didn't know.
Back-to-back nights of IFTA races. We ran race last night.
And my night too, so that's 3 nights.
I saw that in the chat. Drunk was asking whoever from there or somebody, don't you have a Bifta? So
There's a lot. He took a
Bifta
trophy
race.
truck on a Bifta track, and I wasn't even sure if that thing would even fit in some of the parts of the track, but he did all right. He should have won it with that thing, though. I'm surprised he didn't just crush everybody with a trophy truck. But you had to race down the boardwalk, and that thing's probably a little tight. That's 3 nights of Biftas. That's pretty good. That's got to be a record.
Oh yeah, that's a good record. I like the Bifta, man. We raced it occasionally.
That was one of my first cars. That was like my third car was a Bifta, because I forgot what it was, but I don't know. It was cheap, and it looked like it might be handy because it looked like it could go anywhere.
Well,
I
as
didn't
soon
know
as
any
I
better.
drove it
And I
the
couldn't
first
believe how
time,
fast
it was fast. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so
So I
fast. Thing just
immediately-
ripped. I was like, this is cool around the city, man. I was ripping around Vinewood Hills and the thing, and seems like it could go anywhere and do it pretty quick. I think my first real car that I paid for was a Mamba. That was a letdown. I mean, it looked cool though. But it was a letdown.
I had a
Ford guy. I
Dominator,
bought a Bullet,
Bifta.
Mamba Bullet, and Bifta.
Yep, I had a Bullet for a while. Adder was probably my first real supercar. I still have it. I got to a point early on though where I just quit selling cars, even if they turned out to be shitty. I just started paying more attention to what I was buying. It's time to quit getting rid of them.
Like,
Man, I won that wheel call. We
No.
So that's why I don't bother.
I won that car last week, and man, I gotta reshuffle my cars and make room closer to my garage because my office garages are full. So whatever next car I get is probably gonna have to be modded. I'll have to drive it there to do it, or in that case, it's betting, or not betting.
Kong Fooey.
Yeah. So I modded my Brioso today. Well, I mean, one of them. Now I got a modded and a non-modded Brioso.
Or the HSW mod finally out for us.
Yeah. It like flashed on the screen when I logged in this morning. I was like, oh, I guess I'll do that after I spin the wheel.
Does it handle better?
You know, if the steering's tighter, it's like it understeers like a motherfucker, but then it'll break it. And when it breaks loose, it's a frisbee. It'll spin and spin and spin, but it doesn't feel like, I don't know. I want to say the steering feels tight, but like to me, tight is kind of like tight and precise. But this is like just kind of just tight and understeer. Like just, I don't know, like yeah, it just feels too tight. But I guess that's to keep it under control since it's got such a short wheelbase. But then when it does let go, that's it. It's over. There's no like counter steer and drifting it or anything like that. I think it's just done.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't save for the normal version of it, you just sort of oversteer.
Yeah. So it's just a more powerful version of the fancy one. I didn't end up modding my brakes. I already had like whatever the best brakes were before the mod, so I still have that. Fuck. I went the wrong way. Yeah, that Brioso seems fast though. It really did seem fast. I couldn't really compare it to anything alongside of it, but it seems like it was going a little faster than the stock one, which I wasn't expecting. I figured it's not going to go that much faster, so I didn't even give a tell really. It was side by side with the stock one. But it did feel fast.
I've driven fumbles in free mode, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think it just torque down the steering on it or something to make it controllable.
It is super hard to handle though for a little front wheel drive car. It doesn't really handle anything much better. It is faster, but it's got open wheel wheels. Single tires on it.
I wish when the club came out and you could modify it. I wish they just made the club like, I don't know, almost the exact same speed as the Brioso. Just, maybe just a cunt hair slower, like unnoticeably slower, and then make the handling just a cunt hair better, unnoticeably better. So you'd have two different cars, but basically you could run them both in a race and they'd be the equivalent. It's like still no equivalent, so I'm hoping it puts it in there good with the club, so we can, have two different contacts going on that race instead of the same old.
Yeah, if it doesn't handle like shit, that's wishful thinking.
I think the club's still better, unless you're drag racing.
Well, it might be some, I don't know, long straightaway
like
kind
Daytona or some shit.
Yeah. That'd be cool. That might be good. You can have two cars and neither of them have to turn tight. So just do a bunch of slipstreaming.
Third place is going to be a battle all night here. We haven't done an Issy Sport yet, have we? Let's do an Issy Sport.
I don't think so.
There is no record for sports. I don't think anybody's going to be fast enough to set any records in sports today, though.
Nah.
I doubt it. I'd be surprised. Where's Royd?
I don't know. Roiding out somewhere.
Was he out last
now
night?
somewhere. He's road raging.
Did he race with you guys yesterday?
No.
He told me he came on right before my playlist was on for a couple of hours, I think. But he told me he was going to be out doing some shit. For, I don't know. He faded away, so I couldn't hear him. What that sentence said finally, but he said he was off doing something and he mumbled something. And,
Yeah, when I saw him, he was talking to him on Tuesday before you started the playlist. He's like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I was trying to put that playlist together, and then suddenly, like, I hear him come on, and I was wearing my cordless headset, and then I heard him come on. He's like, Duke. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I'll be in the game and just like, sitting whatever, not away from my controller or whatever, flipping the laundry or something. I'll be a road warrior, start talking. Yosha.
Yeah, I thought he had something. It sounded important. Like he had something he needed to tell me before the playlist. So I was trying to put the playlist together. Had to go fumbling around with the shit plugged in and stuff. That's my new headset. I could walk around and do shit without fucking yanking my controller off the table. But yeah, I just can't figure out how to get the mic working yet.
Have you tried just looking up like a YouTube video, just like whatever your headset is, Bodic?
I probably will eventually. Right now I'm just kind of annoyed that I couldn't do it right off the bat. So I'm like, fuck it. We'll do it someday. Right now, fuck that headset. It's still good. It's still handy for like Creator or something, but I don't know. Actually, no, I don't need it for Creator. It'll be good if I ever lobby doing some races with a bunch of randos and stuff. I'm not talking to.
That was pretty good.
Oh, beautiful. That was really good, guys. Excellent right there. That was how you do it.
You like barely tap my bumper and then
Yeah.
T-bone right the back of it. Rockstar shit right there. I just love it.
Coming hot.
Can't wait to now. I just gave that up to you. That's all right. Yes, laugh now.
Like a 5 seconds.
You guys are like all pussyfooting around each other now. 20 feet of social distancing.
The part where yard says they're holding hands?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're holding hands. Flirting with each other. Okay, they're walking down along the boardwalk, you know, they got their hand in each other's back pocket. The hands giving each other a high five. What's that song?
Got one hand in that pocket.
Oh, Alanis Morissette, huh?
Yeah, the other one is giving a high five. Hit each other, come on.
Damn it.
Brick off the wall?
Me?
Jason.
Oh. You said that right after I spun out. Hold the pizza.
Alright, just beat the shit out of each other in this turn up here. Roll it, both of you.
Oh shit, I landed on the wrong side of the guardrail. Fuck, somebody.
Those tires would be the last one.
I also blocked it. I was like, I'm not letting you in on that inside. So I was close like to the tire right there. But yeah, you were trying. I was like, yeah.
Man, I
Yeah,
had
if
a
those
good
tires weren't there, I was gonna give it a shot to see what happened, but I saw them like, fuck, I'm gonna hit those, and then I'm really fucked.
It's a pretty good little battle though. I was watching it, quite a bit of it.
Yeah, we were duking it out, and then he came around that little left-hander, and he was just like stopped once he hit the wall, like he bricked into it or something.
Yeah,
And I
it
barely
was like
bumped you and kept on going.
Yeah, it was like a random something. It didn't like fully stop me, but it killed some of my momentum. Damn, you smoked me on the lap time though. Jesus.
146, oh yeah. Oh, we lost our dude. Pinky in the brain.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad for random.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've seen that. It was, he had like 1,600 or 1,200 wins or something, and like 3,000 some losses, so he's a legit racer, I would think. Trying to be.
Yeah, I think it was that first race. We were all kind of in a train, and he was, you know, in the
Right.
middle of it, no problems.
Alright, we got a minute.
Oh yeah, for everybody that doesn't watch F1 because it's always on at the ass crack of dawn, Miami GP this weekend. So, like, 10 o'clock, I want to say. West Coast, probably. Somewhere in there.
Cool. Get
Oh,
to
it's
miss that
7
one
o'clock.
because of Mother's
Yeah.
Day.
Sunday morning on Espen.
I'm driving down to see my family that day, and they don't have a TV set. And it sucks. I go visit my family, who lives at my mother-in-law's place, and my mother-in-law doesn't watch TV. She just reads shit on her Kindle, and my wife watches whatever she wants on her computer screen in her room, and my son does the same thing, except he doesn't watch anything. Never thought Never thought I'd have a kid that doesn't watch TV. But spends all the time looking at a screen anyway. Ooh. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's tough to get them away from their screens. It can be.
Man, I really wanted to take that burrito.
Probably wouldn't do very well for an off-road. It ain't gonna do too
All
well on
that,
dirt.
all that
Yeah.
You're gonna want a
Yeah.
fast. You're gonna want a
Maybe
fast
I'll-
street track. Is what you want. And if they ever get spilled on the club,
With no bumps.
or,
With no bumps.
yeah, then you'll probably want that car. Where's that corner?
that bump right there is a hell of a natural apex
It's all uphill. Not like that.
Who put that tree there?
I planted it about 20 years ago. Just waiting for this day.
Yep.
Off the ground, you can't turn very well.
Yeah, that happened to me on the first lap.
Just went sideways a tiny bit for a second.
That's all it takes, man.
Yeah, I know. looked the other day. This track's about to roll 10K.
How old's the track?
2 years, probably 2.5.
Damn.
20, no, more than that. It was 2019. It was like fall or late fall of 19, so almost 3 years now. This fall it was 3 years. But it goes through phases. Different race crews, I think, will use it for a while, and then you'll see it go up a bunch, and then it won't for a while. But I hadn't looked at this one in a while because it's like on the second page. 28K. Nice win, Jason. Matterhorn's the all-time rally favorite that I've got. That's got the most plays. You got some of your junk must be getting up there pretty good.
I haven't checked in a while. There's a couple that do pretty well. But
all right, here's our first banger. Who's winning this fucker?
Jason.
Jason, what class do you want? Trophy trucks, adders, and assaultants, sports, all the typical rally stuff. But slower cars and some like Muscles is restricted to that. Warner, you know.
I don't know who picks up.
You pick. You're winning.
Fucking SUVs.
No way, man. Really? What are we taking? Are we going to go fast and crazy, or are we going to go contenders and try and...
Well,
we shall take this.
yeah.
We're not competition for each other, so what do we want to do? I see one Tauros, Jason. You want to do contenders?
That's all I do.
Oh, you don't have a contender? I'll take a Tauros then. spent all that money on an SUV and it handled like this in real life, I would be so pissed.
Yeah, I'd be taking it back.
Oh, wait, man, the contender must be where it's at.
Yeah. On a track like this.
I need to get a contender. That was a good one. My main character had one.
This thing just slides everywhere.
Skid marks just showed me making this big arc, come around the corner and just keep going right off into the pit.
Oh, it happens, man. Maybe you should set up your gaming system closer to that.
Yeah.
Or in the bathroom.
Yeah. You could have like that Tim Allen bathroom. Remember that one in Home Improvement where he had the big fancy recliner shitter? The TV and all that shit in the bathroom.
I think you put your PS4 in there.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, just
I put my PS4 in there and have a nice blue screen to look at.
Yeah. Oh, the ocean.
I wonder where Road went. I thought it said he came online like 20 minutes ago or so. Thought for sure he'd be in here.
I saw up your skirt, dude.
Alright, well maybe I'll land on his hood and make him spin out. Nope.
Not with this truck. No, he landed like right on front of me, and all I got was like his truck ass, right? My face.
You saw his undercarriage, huh?
Yep. That's the skirt.
I missed that checkpoint.
Yeah, this truck is pretty tough, man. Especially it's really good for banger races. It can take a beating, man. It's hard to.
Boom. Nice game there, Pinky. Yeah, the Toros couldn't even touch your 34 lap. This is too much truck for that track.
Yeah, your Matterhorn's got 13.7.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
My Dune Banger, the crazy one that's with thunder and lightning and all those tubes, it's got 500.
Yeah?
See if I can find.
Once the playlists and shit get fixed and, we get more people over here, I think we'll see some of those go. Like your Maze Bank, that's a fucking great track, dude. That city one.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I mean, you got a bunch of ones that I really like for sure, but that one could easily go into the fucking thousands. I'd be very surprised if it didn't. So this is a kind of a city deal. You can see a lot of props, but partial street as well. I would totally take private retinue.
It's my Maze Bank one's only got 215.
That's fairly new though, and all this shit kind of broke. And the creek's been separated.
Well, it's only been around since January.
Well, right, and so it had 2 months and the crew got separated. And then another month, and now our playlist is gone. And the crew's still separated. So, and I gotta believe that, I haven't obviously seen any of Drummer's playlists. I don't know what he's putting in there, but, he might play one or two of our tracks, but imagine he's, got his own thing, which is fine, whatever, I don't care. It's not like we're there to promote him to the masses. We're over here with the electric people. Careful up here. That one is really more built to be like current. Like evening entrance looks pretty good with all the lights. Right up to the generator lights and the turns and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, at night. Yeah, that was a fun track.
I think you're stepping up here lately, Jason. There's a lot of wins chalking up for you lately.
Check me out. I'm not usually in 5th place, man. That's pretty good.
Fuck yeah, you're top 5, Duke.
Hell yeah.
See, I wish they'd also keep track of keep it like an average, like you have a batting average, you know? Why can't we have that would be more accurate than just wins and losses.
Yeah, like he at least keep track of, like, podiums or something too.
Something, yeah. What do we want to do this thing? Drunk, you pick. You got the record on this, you pick. Something other than sports. Sports is locked to old school.
Yeah,
Else is
keep it
open
in
to normal
sports.
rally. You want to? Okay.
What's this track like in...
Or,
You guys ever try this in Supers and with Zentornos?
Oh, I've never tried it in a Zentorno, actually. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, if everyone took it. Cool.
I
Or
don't-
just,
I don't own one.
Sultan.
Yeah,
It'd
it's locked
probably
to
be, probably
like adders.
be too
Sultan.
much.
It is pretty extreme. You
A
know,
little
the
extreme
mountains
for
and stuff.
supers, I think.
Yeah, I was just thinking those ones.
You'd really have to work for it.
Zentorno.
You'd probably end up with a lesser lap time than you would in sports.
Yeah.
Shows road on, but not like you might be a creator or something.
Oh.
That's where I was about 4 hours before this trailer started.
Creating?
Mm-hmm.
Fixing up stuff or making something new?
No, we were how we did we all had our point-to-point tracks for the event,
Oh,
drummers
for
event.
drummers event, yeah.
Yeah, so I took, which was originally it was like, I don't know, 7 miles or something, and I turned it into a lap race, but it's 4.6, so for an off-road.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
it's
Like a
a long
trophy truck
lap.
type track, or
Yeah, trophy truck.
Did you make a copy of it, or did you just...
Yes. No, I made a copy, so I have a copy, so I still have the original point-to-point, but now I have it in a lap race. But it's
That was
only
that one we were going to do where each
4.6.
person has like a section of the route or something.
Yep.
Well, we come up with the route, but like this guy's from here to here, and then the next one will start from there.
Yeah.
And
Drummer said, yeah, you start here and you need to end here. Whatever way
I
you want
bought
to get
so
there.
many useless cars for that goddamn thing. That's the one that emptied out my account. Like I was doing okay, man, hovering around 6 mil most of the time, and then that just like wiped me. We never ended up doing it, man. I haven't even seen that track in like, I don't know, whenever we were doing it. 6 months ago?
More than that.
Yeah.
It's almost.
You know, and the funny thing is too,
Almost
it's,
a year
or whatever,
ago.
I forget what I called it. It was at the top of my list every time. Every time I go on the beach, it was like, oh yeah, that track. Oh yeah, that track. Oh yeah, that track. I should delete that track. No, I don't want to delete it. Alright, I should turn that track into something. No. Maybe I'll regret that. That's why I was asking if you need a copy, because that's like, I gotta do something. Change the name
I
or
was thinking
something.
about that the other day. I was checking it out, mine, and I think I'm gonna make a copy of it and do, for like trophy trucks and shit. It's actually way more fun than trophy trucks than whatever.
Yeah, we could just take whatever we got and like do whatever car we think can front us on it. Just leave it up.
I just turned mine into like a endurance, I guess, because it's 4.6 and it's about 3.5 minutes for a lap. So that way I kind of got a little variety.
We should break those out. We should have those.
I've been wanting to do that for a while, and today I had the time to do it, so pretty much got it. I got a few more little tweaks to do here and there, little doodads to move around, but I got plenty of throttling, and then it'll be dialed in. But I like how it turned out.
Oh, come on, car. Shit.
So yeah, now all
that
we
jump
need
so
to do
nice.
is be able to bookmark them and you still can't get into your bookmarks?
No.
Or your playlist, I mean?
No. Well, one, I'm full. I can't make any more playlists. And then every time I can see my list, I can scroll down and try to hit, and I'm trying to do my tracks. I got 2 playlists with just my tracks. So I'm like, as soon as I get to those, so I was, alert, can't do this, can't do that. So I can.
You can't get down to those before it gives you that message. Is that what you're saying? Because
I can
the circle will spin for like 2 seconds.
I can barely scroll down to where my tracks are, and I click on it, I spam the X button to make it start, and about 2 clicks in, it's like, nope. I guess the message.
Yeah, I had 1 playlist that I was able to get to and rename, so now it's 2 down from the top. And as long as that circle spins enough so I can click down twice, then it'll come up and I can hit X and start edit it or whatever. I can't delete any of them. Nothing. It won't stay on it long enough or even load it for me to delete it.
I always like this race too, man. This is one of the ones I had in my playlist of some of you guys' tracks. Nothing there. It's cool too. Like when Drone said sports, I was like, oh, fucking isn't sports, man. I love that car, but kind of.
Well, we raced it a lot.
But I love the
we
turbos on this track, so it was like these. I was like, fuck yeah.
I like them both.
Well, we had it. Yeah, I do too for different reasons. But we had an event for the CTC 3-man team event, and we lost it like last fall, shortly after it came out. It's been locked ever since. I haven't driven an Indy on this.
Yeah, we did it a couple times, and then you locked it for the race, and it's been that way ever since.
My dog's still cheap.
Yeah, still like that one.
Tit for tat, huh? It must be close.
In points, no, he's getting a little more of a jump. He's been winning.
He got the fucking lap on you too.
Yeah.
The fuck
I was
on
just
whole way.
Holy shit. No. Oh.
Yeah. I think he pulled right up next to him.
Yeah. I didn't realize I was that close.
Oh, you're probably gonna pull away from this track. This was rough for me.
track's only rough on me if I crash.
If I can avoid crashing, I usually do pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking.
But I can throw down. I can throw down some mean laps if I can throw down and not crash.
Time there, Yosha, please.
Yep, 52.
Thanks.
Alright, well, we'll throw down some laps on the old Jackrabbit here. We got another trophy truck track coming. I think our banger is going to be next, which with this many people, it won't be much of a banger, but yeah, it kind of threw the last few out of order. So I think the banger will be 11, and then a trophy truck, and then I think that Blow Farmer one is last again. Doesn't matter where I put that in the playlist, it moves itself to last. So yeah, you can take your issue here.
So, I was gonna ask Jason, who was winning the playlist when I did it Tuesday night? Because it dissolved right at the end.
I think Jason
I don't know
won.
if Jason was winning it.
Yeah. I lagged out during the last race.
You lagged out? Oh, I thought everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that would explain why no one said goodbye. It's like it was the second to last race. We lost almost everybody. It was just three of us
old
in there
school.
for the final
Old
race.
school left like right when that race started.
It switched to banger.
I lagged out during the second part of it, and it was only you, Jason, Yama, and Knucklehead, I believe. Yeah, Knucklehead.
Well, when you guys lagged out,
And,
I think you guys didn't
Nipple.
like that King of the Hill kind of banger thing I had. I was like, man, they could at least just, hung out for it, man. Like,
Give it a thumbs.
we lost like
Give it
3, 4,
a
5
thumbs down.
people.
They have to just leave.
They just fucking up and left, man. Fuck this thing. You guys weren't even around for like the final. I don't know. I had an open wheel track, so it was supposed to be open wheel track, then the King of the Hill banger. But lost
Hello.
old school. I keep hoping I can like show old school a good time with banger or with dunes. If I could achieve that, man, I'd be like, oh man, that was fun.
No, I actually ruined him by doing my dunes. He hates dunes bangers now.
Fucking
Any
hates
kind
it,
of
yeah.
dune race.
Man, I made that one track with him in mind. That the Blue Chump track. I made that with him in mind. I'm like, I am going to make a track specifically for old school to go, yeah, this is fun, man. And dudes,
He hates
you're not getting snagged on things.
racing, and then he put it in a banger, and it's even worse.
Oh, man.
You're doing so good too, man.
Well, I was doing great till I hit that broker hole. I believe I've lost my mojo. Usually that happens in the middle of the third lap. Like a lot of should be here by now. First dude I knew that had a PS5, and he had 2 of them. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Like a year or so ago. He was like, oh yeah, I've had a PS5 for like 2 months or something. He's like, I got 2 of them. I got one for my kids. It's like, holy shit, I don't even have one of them. But I heard you can't even get them. Well, Lonnie lives in LA. I wonder if there's something. Maybe Lonnie would want to upgrade to the latest, whatever, greatest PS5 that got out now. If there is a different one. And maybe we could get drummer hooked up with his old one. Shit, man. And if it's a matter of no one can get to the other one, well, fuck, I'll drive up from San Diego, pick it up from one guy, and deliver it to the other guy. But you just gotta convince Alande that he needs a new PS5.
I think he might be on lockdown with his spending for the restaurant, though.
Yeah.
I could imagine if I had to close my business, my whole life would change.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about that detail for a minute.
No, I hear you. I bet you
That would almost, yeah.
situation.
If it wasn't for that, could have almost have.
Yeah, he's moving to Texas, though, so maybe he's going to be able to, like, sell his space or whatever and reopen something down there where it's more affordable.
Yeah,
He's going to have a lot of competition, but I bet he can do that. He's got a lot of experience.
Oh, keep the.
What the hell happened to you, bro?
I got stuck between the wall and the tube, and you can't roll over.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to respawn. On the last lap. The track engineer must have been asleep that day when he was constructing that section.
Oh, well, he was doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
I
You're
bet
not
he was
supposed to
probably
get off
high
that
on-
tube. Oh, he
I'm
could
just gonna
have
start.
been real
I'm just gonna
fucking
start
high on that.
fucking jumping. I'm just gonna start jumping over to the ledge instead of going down in there anymore. Fuck that. I was trying to play it safe and go down in there, and I got stuck between the wall and the tube on my side. And you can't roll over. Normally I go full out and I jump off that and I jump over to the ledge on the left and ride the ledge over.
Yeah, that's Yars maneuver 123, I believe.
Yeah, I did that the first 2 laps going for it, and I'm like,
From the first
it can
couple
be hit or
hours.
miss. So then this lap, off the last lap, I'm like, I got a decent little lead. I'm just gonna cruise and go down in there and take it easy. And what do? I get stuck. That's fucked. I should have just went balls out down in there, and it would have turned out just fine.
That's what you get for slow.
Yeah.
It fucks you every time, man. You don't win by going slow. This is the Jackrabbit. That should convey, kind of an idea of speed. Nice race up ahead. It was fun chasing you in the last 2 laps. Get it, dude, get it! Get it, you can do it, you can do it. Oh yeah, you
Got it?
You got it.
Yeah,
You got
barely. But you
it.
got it.
You got it. There you go. Don't let off.
Fuck, man. It sucks.
I lost $20 on that deal. God damn it, Jason. That's some
You can blame
bullshit.
drunk
20 bucks?
for eating shit.
Well, I'm not going to be able to go to eat lunch tomorrow. My 3 tacos and my fucking...
You're gonna have to get something off the welfare menu at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Get you some
Hey,
double
do you-
cheese.
Can
The
I
Happy
get
Meal.
I forgot my lunch money meal? Oh, yeah, here's your grilled chicken dropped on the floor. Yeah, here's our banger. Something other than Issies tonight. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, shit, I thought of something last time. I
Super.
forget what that was. It was something we didn't...
So it's Adder
Yeah,
and
what, Sultan's
the
or
Sultan RS. Yep, Sultans and Adders.
Yeah. Maybe that was it. Yeah.
It's pretty fucking wild,
Yeah.
actually, in Sultans and Adders.
Have we done trophy trucks yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have.
None 2, I believe.
Go-karts?
They're not available, are they? Can I keep go-karts available?
Definitely won't see anyone coming up that jump in go-karts.
What are we taking? I kind of want to take my Adder.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. I think Sultan would be good on this, but I've never driven a custom Adder before.
Well, the Adder's pretty fun with the actually jumping and stuff.
I want one that jumps short, makes nice short jumps. I think that's going to be the key.
Don't forget to bet your money. Anybody's race here. Cinco de Mayo. Oh,
yeah, carnage
He's
is
just going so
flying.
fast, man. I rode up on that wall. I thought I was going to pull it off.
I almost crashed watching you do that wall ride.
It was sweet
I
for
mean, I
a
was
second, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, he's actually gonna pull it off. And then he almost did. If you landed back in that transition and able to keep going, that would have been pretty cool. Oh, I did a
Whoa, that was a weird wheelie.
Yeah, saved it.
Looked like it was too much for the car. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
flying in the air with so much boost.
And Fast and Furious, the nitrous button kicked in and did a wheelie.
Made the world blurry.
Yeah, I Paul walked that shit.
Yeah. Paul Walker would have been proud.
Oh yeah. He's grinning in his grave on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you Vin Diesel plays this game. Obviously not as well. I bet you there's a lot of people that play this game. You know, like famous celebrities.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't
Apparently,
know.
Snoop Dogg does. It was, I don't know if it was real or not, but there was a video where he was getting trolled by somebody and getting killed over and over. I don't know if it was real or not.
All that money doesn't make him good.
It was showing, yeah, it was showing on, like, you know, him playing, and then I could see him the screen, but he was like trying to drive around and do something, and there was some troll in there. But had no idea that it was him, because he was under some, obviously, a different name.
Yeah.
If I was
Hey
crazy,
everybody,
I'd
I'm
still
fucking
play this game
Snoop
almost
Dogg.
as much.
Yeah. No.
If I was crazy,
I lost you there, Duke, if you were crazy. But
if I was crazy rich, I'd buy stock in this one.
if I was crazy rich, I wouldn't buy a goddamn thing except for all the stuff I need once, you know what I mean? And then I wouldn't buy nothing. Fuck Rockstar, fuck stock, fuck all that shit. You know what I'd buy? I'd buy fucking gold, silver, like actual, not pieces of paper that say you own some, but like actual fucking shit. Like in the end, that might
Actual metal.
worth a fuck. Yeah, exactly. And then fucking
There we
badass
go, there we
gun
go,
tape or
there we
something
go.
to store on.
Oh, dude. Ah, that's right, I got it.
Oh, good. That's free, man. It's pretty fucking good with Sultan, man. Sultan is handling it,
It
alright.
is. Yeah.
I thought it would be. I was curious about the tutorial, but probably didn't handle nearly as good. It was better than I thought, but yeah. The tutorial, I'm probably wrong on that one. I'm blown away by how good that car handles sun sounds and everything. Besides it. How flat it is. Oh, yeah, I got
Oh, damn.
Wow.
I went head on with Knucklehead and you ran right into me. Oh, shit, that was crazy.
I just jumped over somebody.
Oh,
Thought I was
shit,
gonna
yeah,
hit
that was
him.
me.
Just maybe.
I flew so high and flipped so many times. God, I had points out. I thought it was going to explode when I landed. I landed on my nose, up on a little shelf next to it. Oh, it didn't go well.
Oh, I did it again? Damn.
It'd be nice if you could have a wreck that I don't get caught up in. I was hoping to land.
Right between you guys. Now, if you'd have hit that and flipped up over it and landed on the other side, that'd have been sweet. Hey, snake drunk.
Nope.
Turn it up on the Cracker Valley Smasher.
Got lucky.
Hey, look at that. We said his name like once, and there he is. Beetlejuice.
Damn, still up by 1. Jesus.
No, yours here, you ought to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, mix things up a little bit. How so? Play somebody else's track? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you know yours. You can get a little handsy.
If he gets a
Like
first or
Haley?
second, if he gets a
Oh,
first
yeah.
or a second and starts screwing up
Yeah.
the point system,
Yep, he'll have one hand in his pocket and the other one giving a high five, man.
we'll just make sure that we'll just
Yaris
Mr.
Morissette.
Yoshi
Who's
can
winning?
take him out.
I'm taking shark cards here. Who needs to get taken out? Jason,
I don't know.
drunk.
I don't know. Jason and
Take
drunk have
yourself
been.
out.
Yeah. He'll do that too. I like it though. He's got his mic on, man. That's fucking awesome. It's like a
I don't
whole
know what
new
to
dude
say,
to
man.
race with.
Local yards.
This is the first time I've heard his voice.
Yep.
Maybe
Yep.
I
Miracles
got the
to
Be
do.
Big
dreaming
Bang
about it
playlist.
tonight.
And
Oh hell yeah.
Not as Mike Tyson-y as we were hoping for, but I guess he's alright.
I was hoping it was gonna be like a Green Mile dude, big deep voice.
Hey, you guys, it's yours. Oh, I learned something today. You can
No way.
use isopropyl alcohol to get shit off of like electronics. It won't fuck with it.
Oh yeah.
I spilled some beer on my controller and my mute button like stuck down on my controller. So then I read up and put on a Q-tip, spread it around, fucking finally back to normal.
Oh no.
Nice, Yoshi. Good job.
Yeah. I did good job. I thought.
So glad I decided to go around that time. I was
Well, I
gonna
was trying not to
dip in
cut.
there.
Yeah. And I was
I was
trying
getting
to
more than I
you
was.
guys
I'm like, I'm gonna
talk.
have to go
I was
around.
trying to pull the sweet spot off, and I clipped it.
I was far enough back to where I could have gone in behind all you guys. I was like, there's no way all these guys are gonna quit. I should go around. That was a I don't know why I always thought this was Plymouth, but
No, drummer said that I needed to make a mega track, and I was like, "What's a mega track?" And he's like, "You know, a big fucking mega track." And I'm like, "Okay."
This does not look like a drummer track.
There's no, there's, drummer would have some more tubes.
a lot more airtime.
Got shit sticking out everywhere. Checkpoints all over the fucking place.
I don't know. I don't know. I've been doing this track a while now. I don't know why I was just doing it. I guess. For a second there, I was like, oh yeah, drainage track. I'm like, wait a minute. There won't no up though, and I can't get it going.
Oh, my check here was well so hard.
Oops, wrong way.
You guys ever thought what I did is on purpose? It's overrated.
He's bringing life to it all.
Oh,
I think I gave you one. What the fuck was that?
what the hell happened to you?
You know those little red dots that are on the ground that you can kind of get a little boost off of? I was driving over them and I just slid out.
There are little lights in the surface of the runway.
Yeah, they're like a little tiny speed boost.
Markers, they're marker lights. Yeah.
Yeah. You can do, and I drive over them 1,000 times. And I drove over them and just slid right out.
You must have hit the banana I put out last lap.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna fall from a banana to the same time.
Bottle of Astro Glide that fell out from the door.
It didn't fall out of his door.
That's a bummer because I had a pretty good run coming at you down that last trailer before the finish. I was catching you.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, man, how are we going to get through this chicane? And then I just heard tires stealing and you weren't behind me anymore. Right behind me. I heard you coming, though. I was like, fuck, you're going to pass me. You got to run. And then, of course, after you I go and hit the tree on the very next corner. Through that line. I'll good?
Good save. Good save.
That worked out about as well as it could have.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
We've done this track a bajillion times. Like, Captain Fallon was right blind around the corner of that thing. Not one that I can repeat anymore.
What happened, Yoshi? You missed a checkpoint?
Yeah, I cut too tight
Yeah,
around
checkpoint missing there?
Yep. Well, somebody knocked off my bowling ball marker.
Maybe you could put, like, that was me that knocked that off, by the way.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Maybe you could put another checkpoint in there.
Maybe I could double it.
Maybe
I will.
do it.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
I got something in the paint box about it one day.
Did you? Well, I'll see if I can address that possibly, potentially, at some point in not too distant near future. Right now, anything we readjust and republish will disappear for the PS4 folks.
Yeah.
Unless you make a second, copy and make a second version. Nice win, Jason.
Thank you.
Drunk with a lap though, 237. Damn.
It don't mean shit.
No, it don't.
Man, now he's up by 2.
That's a mile right now.
Truly it is.
If you win this next race though and I get second, you'll get me by a point.
Ooh,
Oh, well,
this-
fuck.
oh.
Alright, drunk, what do you got?
Alright, what are we doing it in?
Depends on what class it's in. You still haven't updated the new time.
No, I haven't. The new time is, what do you got on? 135? Isn't it 134.9 or something?
Yeah, or no, it's a low 34, I believe. Something like that.
34. It's 134 something. I can't remember. I've got it. At some point I will update it. Yeah, let's do classics. We got 35 seconds. Working if we got them.
Already been smoked.
Yeah, after last week's Thursday turnout, I really thought we'd have more tonight.
Didn't we set a new record last Thursday, didn't we?
Yeah, we had at one point, I thought,
It's
16 or
16?
17 people, yeah.
Yeah. At least
Like
I got
everybody
2
doing.
pages, I think. But they must not have liked the Yoshi showcase last week.
Well, I'm a stingy piece
Too
of
much.
crap.
Oh, fuck that. Too much Yosha.
Yep.
Give that shit a break, man.
I'm just stingy like that. I'd play your guys' tracks, but I just don't have any of them bookmarked. It's not worth bookmarking, man. It's the Russians, yes, the fucking Russians.
It's going to break our society down.
Yep, I'm pretty sure Putin and Kim Jong-un there. They flew in on a little Chinese fucking jet, and they paratrooped right down into it.
And they fucking hacked Rockstar servers.
They hacked Rockstar servers
No.
in the middle of the night. Went in like
They're
Tom
those
Cruise
fucking
Mission
8,000
Impossible
guys.
through the roof of the building.
When you play those 8,000 guys, that's
And Putin did it all with his shirt off. And Kim Jong-un had like a Twinkie in one hand.
And a big lobster in the other hand.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a hidden rock.
Yeah,
I put
remember
that there
that, right?
like 20 years ago. Waiting for this day.
So it's still first lap. There's a lot more racing to go.
Now we gotta work with the field this time.
Yeah, that's alright. This field?
Alright, we'll wait for Yars to work his magic. Get everyone out the way.
Oh. Yoshi will get himself out of the way. God damn it, what am I doing?
yeah, nice pass. Nice. You got the line through there, but I can never not go too wide. I have not figured out a way to get on the brakes.
Alright, if Yars wins, Drunken second, I get third. Yars, but I need you to hammer down. Go, go, go.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna fucking smash this thing out of the race now. But this drunk guy's just trying to figure it out. All
Yeah,
right.
don't make one
Go,
mistake.
going.
Shot. You can't park there, Jason.
No. Almost had me.
Oh, dude, I can't race anymore.
Oh, no, don't do that.
That was a panic horn. I wasn't saying hi. Oh, no.
Oh man, good laugh I had when I did that shit. Mojo has left the chat.
Yeah, good race.
I don't know where I got all that speed from on that next last. I gained a lot of time.
Well, someday we'll be able to play more tracks.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah. Somewhere. Nice win, Jason. I got $100. I guess that made up for the 20 you stole from me earlier. Oh yeah, thanks for joining, guys.
Thanks for hosting.
Yeah.
Yep, thanks for hosting.
Take all those winnings and buy some pants. You got a little puke or something on your leg too. I see something on the side
And some
there.